Hi Year 5, so this week, at the beginning of the week, we're going to be focusing on turning fractions into percentages. Now, percentages actually means out of 100 per cent, as in century. So per cent means out of 100. This means that if the fraction you've been given has 100 as the denominator, as the bottom number, it's super easy to turn into percentages. So the example here is 76 hundredths. So if the bottom number, the denominator, is 100, to turn it into percentage, the top number, the numerator, you just take that number and that's what percentage it is. So in this example, the bottom number is 100, the top number is 76, that means it is equal to 76%. Let's work through some examples together. So 21 hundredths. Again, the bottom number is 100, so we don't need to change anything. The numerator just tells us what the percentage will be. So 21 hundredths is equal to 21%. With 94 hundredths, again, as the bottom number is 100, we don't need to change anything. The numerator just gives us the answer as a percentage, so that must be 94%. And finally, if we have 38 out of 100, the bottom number again is 100, so we don't need to change anything. So the numerator must be the percentage. So in this case, it is 38%. It's easy when the fraction is out of 100, but there might be some times when the denominator isn't 100. So you might have to do some multiplying first. So for the example that we're looking at now, this is 4/10. We need to turn the bottom number into 100. So you need to think, what do you need to times that bottom number 10 by to get to 100? Now hopefully you'll have realised that you have to times 10 by 10 to be able to get to 100. So that means you need to apply both the top number and the bottom number by 10. Both of them have to be multiplied by 10. So we already know that makes our denominator 100. Now we just need to do our top number. So 4 times by 10 is 40. So we've turned our 4/10 into 40 hundredths. And now you should be able to easily turn that into a percentage. But because of what we were talking about earlier, if it's out of 100, it's just the numerator is a percentage. So 40 hundredths is equal to 40%. Another example is when we have the denominator being 50. So for this example you're looking at now, you have 23 fiftieths. Again, we need the bottom number to turn into 100. So have a think, what do you have to times 50 by to get to 100? Hopefully you'll have realised that you have to multiply both numbers by 2, because 50 times by 2 is 100. So as we already know 50 times 2 is 100, you know that's what the denominator is going to be. So the top number, 23 times by 2, is 46. You now have the bottom number is 100, so now you can easily convert into a percentage, because it is out of 100, so we look to the numerator and we see it's 46, which tells us that it is 46%. Hopefully you find this relatively straightforward, but I wish you the best of luck.